I'm singing. I'm in the store and I'm singing. I'm in the store and I'm singing.
Hey, there's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is. We sing when we make toys.
No, there isn't. And why are you smiling like that?
Smiling's my favorite.
Oh, really? Yeah, we'll make recording this podcast your favorite, huh? How about that your new favorite?
Okay. Oh, man, I can't believe we waited this long to do Elf.
I can.
Why? You always make me look like an asshole.
Because we don't, well, I mean, you and I both know that we don't follow any type of, criteria.
We don't.
I know. I even came up with a list
Well,
of what movies that we were going to do to finish out this year. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure that you glanced over it once, as did I. And then it got thrown away.
And I just kept living my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whatever happened to that list? I'm pretty sure your boy threw it away.
No, I'm pretty sure I threw it away.
Oh, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that I'm the one that threw it away.
Okay, so
probably because it became a sketch pad for something else.
Mr. Blamey Mustafa over here. I know you love when we do multiple Will Ferrell movies in close proximity to one another, but you know what? You're just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup, because we're quotable and we do what we want.
That's right.
We're here. Nope.
None of you guys are paying us.
Nope.
Suckers.
Have you ever heard of word of mouth advertising? Look it up. Read a book, people.
I know. Be a pal.
It's Christmas, for Pete's sake.
It's the season of perpetual hope.
Oh my God. So if you are listening to this, that means that you may have listened to our holiday special in which we divulged our favorite Christmas movies. And this was on mine. I believe it was also on yours.
It's a very good movie.
Which is the reason why we were making the new tradition of going to Summerfield Farms and watching Elf in the blistering cold. Hopefully we'll be able to secure ourselves a fire pit this time.
That's what I'm hoping, sir. I'm hoping that they added more.
But you know what? We're grown-ass men, and we know how to dress for the cold weather. And honestly, I was fine.
I'm a grown-ass man with dumb-ass kids. Yeah, I'm going to wear my shorts and socks out there.
No, I'll just wear a wife beater. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool.
More like freezing.
Yeah.
No, but that was a good experience. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's great.
It was cool.
It's great. I mean, and I've done it for the past few years, and I really enjoy it.
I was exposed to it for the first time last year.
Yeah, the year before I went with some of our friends, Kurt and JAY to the me.
Oh, they did that?
Yes.
Nice.
I know. And I told them that you had gotten the reply, so we may all do it again this year.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it will be.
Should be. It has to be.
So let's talk about this movie.
Sounds like a good idea. Elf is, if you had listened to our holiday special episode, one of my go-tos. It's become one movie that I have to watch every Christmas, every year, no matter what.
And I am sure that you are not alone in that camp.
It's become an instant classic. Like, I knew the first time I saw it that it was going to be one of those go-to movies. You know, I think it has to do with the fact that they brought in that nostalgic feel just in the beginning of the movie where he's in the North Pole still.
Right.
And they have that kind of like stop motion, claymation kind of stuff. And
that was very well done. I mean, it's not something that you see often. I don't even know if I've seen anything like that since.
I mean, there's other movies just like Paranorman, which we haven't done that episode yet, but maybe next Halloween.
Well, I mean, yeah, like that, but I'm talking about where it's like you have live action and then it throws in it throws in that stop motion.
I'm not aware of any other movie that's done that. I mean, you have the movies that did the animation, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
right?
Cool World.
That's a given.
But yeah, this is the first time I think I've seen those two mixed together, but they did it seamlessly.
They did. And the way it was done, it was so perfect, gave you that nostalgic feel, and at the same time kept the spirit of the holiday alive.
And I like what they did where they made the North Pole just a backdrop of like monochrome almost. They wanted all the colors of the background, even the buildings, the inside of the buildings and the schools and everything. It was all just like white tones or like light gray because they wanted the colors of the elves themselves to stand out and pop.
That's a very good idea. Very well shot.
It was. And if you watch, like if you own the DVD or Blu-ray, whatever, and watch the behind the scenes, they had to do like forced perspective to make the elves look like to scale smaller than Buddy. And they did it so convincingly.
They did. I mean, I remember that being one of the standout things. It was exactly, how small, but I've never paid attention. I've seen the movie easily a dozen times. I mean, probably more than that. But I've never noticed the background just being kind of like bland.
Yeah. No, we'll watch it together this year. Yeah. And you'll notice it this time.
Yes.
But you'll notice like in the scenes where it cuts to him in school, like the best part of Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. You see him sitting in a desk that's way too small for him, and you see him glance over at one of the elves, and it looks like he's just looking to his right.
Yeah.
But using forced perspective, the actress that's playing the elf sitting next to him is actually sitting behind him to make her look smaller.
Huh.
So they used the angle of the camera and the way that they designed the desk and where they positioned him in such a way that it made him look a lot bigger than everybody. And they just did a fantastic job with that. And it's funny what they did with that because he is a human in an elf's world, so he's used to everything being small. So yes. It's funny, like the scene where he gets to use a full-size toilet for the first time, and he jumps up, and he talks to the guy in the stall next to him, and he's like, "Have you seen the toilets here? They're ginormous."
And he's never been exposed to anything in the real world, but when he comes across a coffee shop that has the sign "World's Greatest Coffee," and then later on in the movie when he takes, I can't remember her name, but
Zooey Deschanel's character.
Yeah, he takes her out on a date, and he has her blindfolded, and he was like, "Here, try this," and she was like, "It just tastes like a crappy cup of coffee." And then he takes the blindfold off, and she was like, "This is a crappy cup of coffee," and he was like, "No,
it's the world's greatest coffee." But it is funny that when he first meets her, he's immediately infatuated because she is just for the holiday season having to dress up like an elf for work. So he assumes that she is an elf. And he's like staring at her, and she's freaked out about that.
Yeah.
Can you please stop staring at me? She's like, "You're very good at that." She's like, "Please leave me alone."
I kept waiting for him just to be like, "Why? Staring's my favorite."
She's like, "No, it's just nice to meet somebody else who shares my affinity with elf culture."
Yeah. And then, he stays after hours and work in the I don't know what building they're. I guess they're in
a mall.
Yeah, but it's in a building, I think. I don't think it's a mall. Gimbals. That's the name of it. But he stays afterwards and does all the decorating, and then the next morning he hears the singing, and it's her in the shower. So he just, because he doesn't know any better, but just goes into the bathroom and just sits on the counter and starts singing with her.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I like it when she was like, what are you doing? She's like, don't look at me. So he covers his face, and she was like, get out of here.
Yeah, he starts running.
Yeah.
Face
so
first
weird,
into the lockers.
Weird and awkwardly slams into the lockers, which is such a great part. But I love it when she calls him out later, and she's like, hey, you. Yeah, get over here. Like, so what were you doing in the locker room, in the girls' locker room this morning? And he's like, what? I just heard you singing. I thought it was beautiful.
It wasn't because I was naked?
I didn't know you were naked. But that weird, like, innocent grin that he has, he did that perfectly.
He did that very well. But the fact that he's explaining why he was there that late.
Yeah. And she was like, why were you here? And he was like, doing this.
You made this?
Yeah.
And they're kind of pissed about this.
Yeah, and then your boy comes up and he was like, you seen the place? I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. And he was like, yeah, it looks a little too good. They must have brought in a professional.
Yeah. So. But you feel kind of bad for Zoe's character because he asked her like why she was there that early. She's like, they shut my water off.
Yeah. I mean, elf culture may be nice, but it does not pay.
I want her name to come to me organically. I don't want to have to look it up. But it bothers me.
I know what you mean.
Many times as we've seen this movie that I can't think of her character's name.
I know. I can't think of it either. It's something. It's weird. Like, I mean, it's a beautiful name. It's not like, but it's. I'm like Clementine or something. Damn it.
Buddy,
Abby?
there is something that I gotta tell you.
What is it?
About your dad.
Yes.
Well, he's on the naughty list.
No! But I like it. And now after he finds that out, like he has to make it his life's mission to save his dad from being on the naughty list.
So he has to go from the North Pole to New York City to meet him. And
through the 7 layers of gumdrops.
Through the land of swirly twirly gumdrops.
Yeah. And then through the Lincoln Tunnel. Such weird directions.
I like how his first interaction with a living creature was that raccoon.
Yeah.
He's just like, hi, I'm Buddy. You want a hug?
Come here.
He jumps on his face.
You're a mean kitty.
But I like how he has the rules. Papa Elf gives him the rules. Like,
yes,
there's a couple things that you need to know before you go to New York City. If you see the sign that says Peep Show, it doesn't mean that they're letting you look at your Christmas presents early.
And then doesn't he tell him if he finds gum underneath a handrail, he's like, just leave it alone.
It's not free candy.
Yeah. Ugh.
But there's the part where he's walking down the street. He's already identified that the cabs don't stop for him.
Right.
And he didn't see Del Griffith in any of them.
No, not at all.
But you got the guys that are passing out the flyers, and he keeps taking a flyer and walking by, and then he comes back around, takes another flyer, and eventually they catch on. They're like, no, get out of here.
And then he's running around through the
turnstile.
Yeah, the turnstile doors, and then runs and throws up to go right back to the turnstile doors. But
I like when he has his date with
It's Abby.
It's not.
It's Abigail.
It's not, though. I'll know it when I hear it.
It's Christine.
Sammy, Slappy.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Oh, man. Yep, we're going to waste a solid 2 minutes trying to think of her name. But you know what?
I digress.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to digress. This has to happen. She is a crucial part of the whole movie.
That she is. But so they go on the date, and honestly, no, it's before the date. I like the escalator. Escalator.
He's afraid of the escalator.
Yeah, because he doesn't get it. So I knew it. It was Abby.
Huh?
Yeah, I looked it up. It's Abby.
Bullshit.
No, it's Jovi.
That's it.
I told you it was an E.
You did no such thing. Liar.
Okay, so he's on the date with Jovi.
Is he? Or is he on the
I don't know.
escalator?
You were talking about one of your favorite parts.
No,
I told you my favorite part was the escalator.
Nope. You're putting words into my mouth.
Nope.
And it tastes bad.
Yeah, because you were like, he's on the date with, and then you were like, and then that's when we got on this weird tangent.
Yep. I don't remember any of that. So
well, when in Rome.
Go on.
No,
I was gonna say when he's on the date with Jovi, he tries to get her to go through the turnstile. He gets it going.
Yeah.
Get the people going.
Yeah, and doesn't he tell her, he's like, just jump in whenever you feel comfortable.
Yeah, she never does.
No. She's probably thinking to herself, this is the dumbest thing
but
I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is funny when he goes to pick her up. He's wearing that, it's like a long coat, like a trench coat almost, but it's like furry. It's like a Russian style coat with that fuzzy hat to match and everything. And he picks her up and he compliments her. You know, he's being a gentleman. He's like, you look amazing or beautiful or whatever. And then she's like, so do you. And she's like, so what are we going to do? And he's like, I've got some ideas. And then he just walks away. He like starts skipping. And she's like, I
do like that he takes her and does everything that he did his first day getting to New York.
Yeah, because it's his favorite.
Yeah.
Everything's his favorite. But he meets his dad. His dad's not impressed. But the way that they're able to meet is it's happenstance.
Yeah. Very happenstance.
It's not really. He works in the Empire State Building.
And then what does he
he does the Christmas gram. He does the Christmas gram.
Oh, he thinks it's a Christmas gram. And he was like, all right. He was like, so go ahead. And he was like, with what? And he was like, don't you guys normally just sing a song or something?
You want me to sing for you, Dad?
Well, that's what you normally do.
All right, sure, anything for you, Dad. I'm here with my dad, and he wants me to sing him a song. And I was adopted, and you didn't know I was born. But I'm here now, and I love you, Daddy. And guess what? I love you, I love you, I love you.
He's like, who sent this? He's like, normally you guys just put my name in like Jingle Bells.
Yeah, his first response was, oh, that was weird. Yeah, I came all the way from the North Pole to meet you.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just thinks he's an insane person.
Yeah.
Stalking him or whatever. He's like he's wanting to hold his hand, and he's like, who gave you this picture? Because he shows them the picture of Susan Wells. See, how the fuck did I remember her name, but I couldn't remember Jovi? Jesus.
Classic.
Yeah, he gets this picture of Susan Wells because that is his mom, but she passed away.
Right.
You know, like, I think after he was born, like immediately after he was born.
I think so. Died during childbirth.
Yeah.
I believe so, if I remember correctly.
And that's the only thing that makes his dad believe that he is who he claims to be.
And then what else does he have? He takes him to the doctor. Well, to pediatrician.
Yeah.
To get the blood test done. And I like Jon Favreau when he walks in, he was like, well, and he was like, it's a boy.
But he's your son.
Yeah. And then
that's what does he say? He says that's impossible. He's like, he's insane. Well, that may be true, but he's your son.
Yeah. So he told him, he was like, no, he's like, just go along with the elf thing, and then eventually that'll wear tiresome, and he'll just go back to being a normal man.
He's reverting to a state of childlike dependency, I believe is the vernacular that was used.
That sounds about right.
But I like how he's eating the cotton ball.
So gross.
But he stopped that. But he has to do the blood test. He's like, all right, we just got to give you a finger prick. Ooh, what's a finger prick?
He's all excited.
But he's like fidgeting.
Yeah.
on the table in the doctor's office. He won't sit still, and it's kind of obnoxious.
It is obnoxious, but in all honesty, I mean, I've had 2 young children, and bringing them to the doctor, that is almost 100% accurate.
I believe it.
So it is that scene was actually very well shot, very well done.
But after he gets the finger prick, it shows him sitting in the waiting room next to that little girl.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there holding the cotton ball on his finger. He's like, I can feel my heartbeat in my finger. And the girl's like, it won't hurt so much after a little bit. And then they get into the conversation about, like, what do you want for Christmas?
Right. Betty talks a lot.
Susie talks a lot.
Susie
or
talks
something
a lot.
Like that.
Yeah. It's basically a chatty Cathy.
I'll put in a good word with the big guy. I like your costume. Oh, thanks, but it's not a costume. I'm an elf. Well, technically I'm a human, but I was raised by elves. She's like, I'm a human, raised by humans. Like, oh, cool.
And he just quickly eats the cotton ball.
She doesn't know how to respond to that. But when he meets his brother for the first time, it's funny because he wants nothing to do with Buddy.
No. No, he meets him after school?
Not the first time. The first time he meets him at home because his dad brings him to the house. And he thinks that he's just going to like stay there for a couple nights or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But they're sitting at the dinner table. And this is when you find out, like, elves like to stick to the main, 3 or 4 food groups, whatever it is. Candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
It's like, oh, so you like sugar.
Is there sugar and syrup?
There is.
Then she says yes. Then yes. But then they're eating spaghetti, and he's like, where's the syrup?
She's like, I didn't put any out.
She's like, this is spaghetti. And he's, oh, I've got some. So he's this little mini bottle of maple syrup.
I always carry extra.
And it looks like it's like legit, like Canadian maple syrup.
It
so
does.
You know it's good.
I like when he decorates their house and for Christmas, and then she was like, buddy, you did all this last night? And she's like, did you get any sleep? And he's like, yes, I got a good 45 minutes.
and I made the rocking horse. Yeah. Where did you get the wood for
It's like the TV stands taken apart.
But it's funny how his dad is like getting annoyed at all the shit because he's like made streamers that are just hanging awkwardly low.
Yeah, and he keeps walking into them.
He just like rips them down at every chance he gets.
But his brother does come around quickly to liking Buddy, mainly just because of the fact that right after school, Buddy's there in his elf costume. Like, Mark, it's me. Hi, it's me, your brother, Buddy. And then they go, like, he just takes off, and he was like, look, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to be around you. He's like, you're weird. And then they start getting hit with snowballs.
The fuck is his brother's name? It's not Mike. It's not Mark.
It's Mark.
All right, come on.
It's Mark.
Come on, Wikipedia. We really are unprepared for this episode.
Michael. I told you. I told you. That's what I said, Mike.
Yep. Sure. Sure you did.
But yeah, no, he
well, I like when he comes out with a couple of his buddies from class, and it sounds like he's talking about a video game like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. He's like, so yeah, I got full health, I got full armor, I got and then that's where you hear Buddy like calling out to him. It's like, Michael. He's like, do you know that guy? He's like, I have no idea who that is.
It's like, it's me, your brother, Buddy.
All right, well, cat's out of the bag.
Well, this took an awkward turn. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, and that's where Buddy just starts following him down the sidewalk. He's, hey, that jacket's really big. It's like, have you seen a dog today? I saw a dog. Man, you walk fast.
But I do like that he starts, like he gets hit with the snowballs.
Yeah, because they get to that park.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, no. But I think he says something along the lines. He was like, oh, no. He's like, these guys, they're undefeated. And he was like, well, it's me and you. We can do this. So he was like, okay, you make snowballs and he makes one. But the one that Michael makes, Buddy has like 40.
Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, they get to the park, and it's funny because I think Buddy gets hit first, but he doesn't even flinch when he gets hit with the snowball.
Son of a nutcracker.
It's almost like he's just used to it.
Yeah.
But I saw how they filmed this part because he makes all the snowballs, so he's just got a whole like armful of them.
Right.
And they made it look like he almost like a machine gun
where
he's throwing snowball after snowball and he's hitting everybody. What they did was he actually had to keep his right arm down by his side, and he had to just gesture with his body like he was throwing the snowballs, and they superimposed the arm afterwards so they can make it look like it's just rotating over and over. Yeah.
Wow.
But they did a good job. Yeah, they did a good job with it. But I like the last guy that he hits because
he's like, oh, one got away.
Michael hasn't thrown his at all.
Yeah.
And he just hands the one snowball that he makes to Buddy, and he just gauges it. It's like, and he throws it, and then it hits the dude in the back, and he just like face plants in the ground. But I like the sound that he's like, and then it's like after that moment, he immediately earns Michael's respect.
Yeah.
And then they go to Gimbel's.
Yes.
And then they start jumping on the beds in that mattress store. And
yeah. I like that they get the tree and bring that home.
Oh, and this is something that I thought of because of the elevator incident last weekend or the week.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Yeesh.
Because him and Michael are in that elevator and they're jumping up and down
yes,
on it.
Don't do that, people.
Don't.
You'll screw up an elevator.
This is your public service announcement. If you do not want to get trapped in an elevator, just stand there.
Yep.
Let the elevator do its job.
Yeah, no, they're jumping up and down in the elevator, but I like it when they're decorating the tree. And then Michael's like, how are we going to get the star on top? And he's like, I got it. He uses the couch as a trampoline.
They cut down this tree from like Central Park or something.
Yeah. And he was, I think Walter even says, he was like, no, it's illegal. They'll get in trouble. And he's like, I'll have them plant a tree.
Oh, so committing felonies are fun now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have their bonding moment, and it's pretty cool. I like how he gets sucked into working at that department store is because he's in Gimbel's, and the only reason he even goes to Gimbel's is because when he gets kicked out of the Empire State Building by the two security guards, they're like, hey, go back to Santa's workshop or whatever. And then one of them says, yeah, go to Gimbel's.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, he takes them up on that, and then he's looking around for a gift for his dad to make him like him.
Yes.
And he finds this thing of lingerie.
Yeah, where it's like for that someone special.
Yeah. So he has it boxed up, and then he goes back to the Empire State Building, gives it to him as a gift. And Walter opens it up, and as he opens it up, picks it up, he sees this lingerie. His secretary or assistant comes into the office, and he drops it, and he's like, intercom. But so she goes back out and then calls him on the intercom, and she's like, there's an issue. This wasn't the part with the mailroom, I don't think. I think this was before the mailroom scene.
I think so.
But the mailroom scene is definitely awesome.
Oh, yeah. I like the guy that he meets, and he was like, look at me, I'm 29 years old.
You're so young.
The guy looks like he's pushing 50.
Yeah.
But he's drinking the alcohol. And what does he say? He was like, maple syrup at work?
He's like, no, he says, syrup and coffee? Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
But then it cuts to them. They're both drunk. He's like, you're my buddy. You're my best friend. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm trying to get out of here. I've been stuck in this rut for so long.
It's like, yeah, just keep doing it. And he's like,
no, keep going with the flow.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, go with the flow. And he's like, no, I got to get out of the flow.
That's what got me here. But I like when he first meets this guy. He's like, well, How are you? How did you get here? Work release.
Yep.
But that's when he sees the suction tube that pulls the mail.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's very sucky.
Then trying to think, what's the other scene where I just had it on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it now.
Well, you got his assistant, Walter's assistant, and the first time Buddy meets her, he's like, "You got such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card." And she's like, "Oh, you just made my day." But he passes all the people because Walter dresses him up in normal clothes. Yes. Basically makes him look like a clone of him almost.
Right.
You know, same suit and tie, the long jacket and everything. And he's like, Francisco. That's fun to say. But he doesn't have anything to do, which is why he gets sent down to the mailroom to begin with. But he goes into his dad's office. He's basically sitting on the floor. The assistant, another fucking person, I can't remember her name, brings them both coffee. And Buddy's never had coffee before, and he immediately hates it.
Yeah.
Because it's not sweet. It doesn't taste like candy canes, candy corns, or syrup.
Buddy.
Yeah, you don't have to drink that.
You don't have to drink that. Thank you.
Hey, Dad.
What is it, buddy?
Why is your name on the desk?
Well, I bought the desk and I put my name on it so no one steals it.
That was a joke, wasn't it, Dad?
Yes, it was, buddy. I do like the first day when Buddy stays with Walter and his wife and family, and then Walter leaves for work the next day. And then by the time he gets down to the bottom of the building, the bottom floor, he's walking out. His phone rings. He's like, "Hello." And he's like, "Oh, Dad, it's you." And he's like, "How'd you get this number?"
Yeah.
But then he tells him, he was like, he's like, "No, there's an angry monster at the end of the hall. It's making a gurgling noise." And he's like, "No, that's the radiator." And he's like, "No, I think this is something different."
It's angry. It's going, ah.
Yeah. And then he was like, "No, that's normal." And then he was like, "No, I think, oh yeah, nope, you're right.
No, you're right.
All right. I'll call you back in 5 minutes."
Yeah. No, don't call me back. Better yet, you call me. But this is when he makes himself breakfast. He makes a plate of spaghetti that's left over from the night before,
and which Lucky Charms or something, and Pop-Tarts.
He pours cereal into it. He adds Pop-Tarts. I think he puts chocolate syrup on it and marshmallows.
Yes.
And then he just like grabs a handful of it and mashes it into his mouth. And I can't imagine how this would taste, but
it's not going to stop me from trying.
But Will makes it look like it's the best thing that he's ever had.
Right. It does not look good at all.
But I like when, his dad and stepmom, I guess, are getting ready for work. And he makes his mom a plate of spaghetti. And when his dad comes out, getting ready to leave for work and everything, he gets his coffee and everything. And then Buddy's like, "Hey, Dad, how much spaghetti do you want?" And he's like, "I'll just stick with the coffee, buddy." And then he's trying not to be offended. He just scrapes it back into the pot on the stove. He's got the look on his face like, "Okay, that's fine. It'll be fine.
That's fine, Dad.
It's okay. It's okay, Daddy.
You broke my heart, Daddy.
You cut me deep."
I think the part I was thinking of earlier was I can't remember his name.
We suck at names,
but,
man. Are the wings done?
Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
his character.
Miles Finch.
Miles Finch. I just love you hear him on the radio or on the phone, and he was like, "Yes, I need a Mercedes-Benz SL C-Class 500 to pick me up.
I need the internal temperature of the car to be 71 degrees exactly.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 hours Tuesday."
Yeah. But then it's funny because he gets offended, Buddy breaks in or comes into the office and starts interrupting. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "That's it. I'm ending this." And they're like, "Wait, no, wait." And
this was after his date
71
with
degrees.
Jovi.
71 degrees. Thursday. Don't be late.
Nobody puts me on hold. Yeah, because Buddy barges into the office and he says, Dad, I'm in love and I don't care who knows it.
He's like, what is that? He's like, Miles, hold on, please. You don't put me on hold.
Nobody puts me on hold. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't that part. That was the part where Buddy is down in the mailroom and he's dancing to Whoomp, There It Is.
Yeah.
And his assistant calls him on the intercom to say, hey, there's a problem down in the mailroom.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, hold on, Miles. Put me on hold. But I love how big his character was in reputation. Not so much in stature, but people still respect him as a full-grown man. And
then, Buddy makes mention of it because that's after the date with Jovi. Mm-hmm. And he goes up there and talks about how
when he was actually there in the office, right?
And he was like, I didn't know you had elves working here. He's like,
we're all laughing our heads off here.
It's very funny, my friend.
I get more action than you do in a week than you have in your entire lifetime. I've got houses in New York and Milan, all with a plasma screen. So wipe that stupid grin off of your face. He's an angry elf.
It's like, that's it.
Ooh, look at you.
I do like after, Buddy, like Walter throws Buddy out of his life and everything, says, he's like, I want nothing to do with you. Because basically he's like, you've basically screwed me big time. Like, you've screwed me blue. So
I don't care that you're my son. I don't care that you're nuts. I don't care that you're an elf.
Yeah. So, Buddy leaves. But I like it when his assistants come in and they're like, oh, yeah, we were going through Miles Finch's notebook. It's like, we were going through and he was like, look, he has an idea about a peach. What's more vulnerable than a peach?
Because before they even propose that Miles comes down to the office for a new book, and the whole reason they even need a new book is because the last book that came out tanked hardcore, and it's like a puppy and a pigeon.
Yeah.
And Walter signed off on 2 blank pages, so you don't even know how the story ends.
Right.
He's like, you know what? We can point fingers all day.
Yeah.
I guess this copier's gotten a little sloppy.
Yeah, but then what's really funny is the owner of the publishing company sits there and goes, it doesn't really matter because even if there was something on these 2 pages, this book would suck.
Yeah. Because his niece, I guess, read it.
Yeah.
And hated it, and that's the only reason he even knew.
Right.
But he brings in his star team.
Yep.
His A team to come up with a new book idea.
Yep.
And
they're just fresh out of ideas. So they have to call Miles Finch. Miles Finch, book extraordinaire.
A tribe of asparagus who is self-conscious about the way their pee smells.
So stupid.
Hard times down at the farm. Like, no tomatoes.
Yeah.
And no farms. Everybody's pushing small town rural. A farm book would just be white noise.
Oh, God, it's such a great movie.
Yeah. And then, you got all the stuff with Santa. You get to see Santa at the beginning of the movie where he ends up picking up Buddy in his bag.
I like the Santa in Gimbals.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You smell like beef and cheese.
You sit on a throne of lies. You don't smell like Santa.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're really Santa Claus, what song did I sing you on your birthday?
Why, happy birthday, of course. So what's your name, buddy? He's like, Paul.
Don't tell him your name.
How old are you, Paul? 4.
Don't answer his questions.
How would you like to be dead? But I like Faison Young's character, or Love's character, when Santa starts attacking Buddy.
Yeah.
Because he gets like a roll of wrapping paper.
Yeah.
And he hits that really elaborate Lego model of the Empire State Building that Buddy had built. and he destroys it.
Yes.
And his reaction was just like, so he immediately goes and tackles Santa.
Right.
This did not go down the way that it should have.
But I like it when he goes to Gimbals later with Michael, and you see Face on Love, and he's dressed as Santa, but he's just staring at Buddy.
Ho, ho, ho. And he just looks miserable.
Yep. Very miserable.
But, yeah, he goes and sees Jovi because he likes her, and this is before their date.
Yes.
And, he's excited to see her, and Jovi looks down at him. He's like, well, what are you doing here? And it's like, well, I, wanted to see you. She's like, well, you probably shouldn't be here. He's like, it's fine. They gave me a restraining order and everything. But then he introduces her to Michael, and prior to them getting there, Michael's trying to convince Buddy like how to ask her out on a date.
Right.
He's like, yeah, you gotta take her out for food, real food, not candy. So then when he's talking to Jovi, he's like, yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to go get food. And she's like, well, I just came back from my lunch break. And then she's like, oh, I understand. He's like, but I'm free on Thursday. Thursday. Okay. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Michael's got to be the voice of reason here.
It's like a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the generation now.
Yep.
Gen Z.
Nah, there's so many great things about this movie, and I hope that everyone's going to do exactly what we're going to do is, as soon as we get done, we're going to sit and watch it because it is that good of a movie.
It is. It really is.
It really ties the holiday season together.
And, we'd stick around for a while, but I really can't stay. Yeah. No, we're not going to go there.
No.
Well, so this will be our first of hopefully a total of 4 Christmas episodes for this season.
Yep. I'm excited about this season. Got a few other movies planned out for us.
I guess we could say we didn't save the best for last. We saved the best for first.
Yep.
But stay tuned.
Yes.
Stick around. Spread the word because we need those listens. We need those followers because the more that you can support us, the more episodes we can bring to you.
Correct.
So follow us on social media at Potable Podcast.
It's the Potable Codcast.
It's the Potable Codcast.
Yep. Everybody's doing it.
It's the bee's knees. No, we're on Instagram at Quotable Podcast and on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, which I think that's Podcast Quotable.
It is. And
horrible.
Slide into our DMs. Send them a message. We really buggered this outro. I'll tell you that much. No, I buggered the outro.
So until next time, my friends.
No, I'm going to redo the outro because we're going to cut all that shit out. So follow us on Instagram at Quotable Podcast and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Podcast Quotable.
Yes.
And don't make us go down that rabbit hole again.
Gosh.
Change the record. But happy holiday season, everyone, and more to come.
Yep.
But until then, Quotable Podcast
out. 6 inches.
That's impossible.
6 inches.